Rude dog. Check this out, man. Yo, shit just got messy with motherfucking Diddy. I'm talking about, boy, this nigga snitching on everybody. This nigga snitching. He is snitching. But anyways, as you can see, we got my boy Gay Z right here. You mean Jay Z with the gay painter hairdo. Yeah. Yeah, though, motherfucker. Don't think a nigga didn't know, motherfucker. You on the low. Well, but yeah, though, man, this motherfucker's out here doing some weird shit. And then again, on top of that, Diddy's walls is crumbling down ever since his motherfucking son got went down. So now that nigga decided he want to motherfucking put everybody out there. I wouldn't be motherfucking surprised if he had Ashton Kutcher coming next. I wouldn't be surprised. But anyways, I'll holler at y'all on that one because I know some things. Boy, him, Ashton Kutcher, Justin Bieber, Usher, the whole wop. He got a whole clan of these cats. But anyways, let's get on off into Jay-Z. I mean, Gay Z. Let's check out Gay Z, y'all. Let's see what he on.
So it looks like Jay-Z might be going to jail sooner than we thought because Diddy just snitched on him and told the feds about his involvement in his trafficking ring. Jay-Z, on the other hand, is already denying the allegations. And word on the street is he's already building the best lawyer team because he knows what's about to go down. Apparently, the feds found a bunch of incriminating evidence against Diddy during the recent raid, and they cut a deal with him to give him the names of some of the people that are involved in exchange for a reduced sentence. Of course, I'm sure you can imagine Jay-Z was first on that list. Now, this may come as a surprise to some of y'all because of this fake "I'm a good businessman" image that Jay-Z puts out, but for those of y'all who don't know, Jay is even worse than Diddy. He's just more calculated with his actions, and he doesn't allow his fetishes to control him like Diddy's been doing the last couple of years. I mean, Jaguar Wright revealed this not too long ago when she said that Jay was the real kingpin of the industry, but he's not sloppy and he carefully thinks about his actions before he does them in order to not leave any traces that could be tied back to him.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This he been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years.
Now, see, this ain't no first for Jay. Like, though, remember he had motherfucking Beans, Benny Siegel and all that, State's Property, that fell down. He had motherfucking Dame Dash with Rockefeller Clothing, that fell down. And then he came with, the Sean Carter Hard Boys, that lasted for a second. And then he came out with a drink, that lasted for a minute. And I'm telling you, man, dog, this nigga making business write-offs and sounding off on them and signing off on them. My fault. See, I don't fuck the words up. See, I can't even talk. I'm in here trying to sound all like I know some shit. But Joe, he's signing off on this shit and all these motherfucking business ventures, and he making money off of these motherfuckers at the same time when he signed these motherfuckers off. So that's why I'm saying, Jay-Z is a lot more careful with how he do his shit. He ain't playing.
He's worse.
Jaguar also said that she believes the allegations against Diddy would be exactly what we need to expose Jay-Z as well.
I think the P-Diddy trial has the potential to force Sean Combs to finally be honest about some things that he hasn't been honest about, which could create great leverage for knocking that big lip camel face back into the oblivion in the depths of hell where he came from.
And Jaguar was not lying about all this, because there's been a few more shady things that Jay has been involved in over the years that prove he's next in line to be thrown in jail. One of those things include his predatory relationship that he had with Foxy Brown when she was barely 15 years old and he was pushing 30. Now, even though Jay was definitely dragged for filth at the time for this relationship, he kept dating her. According to reports, he convinced her into fully dating him by promising her a career in Hollywood.
But that ain't the only one that Jay had when she was underage.
Wow.
Y'all remember Fox Brown and Jay? Ain't no woman like the one I got. No one could.
You can turn any slogan or funny quote into a professional design in just minutes.
Nah, I mean, that chick was 15 fucking years old. Enough said.
With one tool, making text-only design.
Love you bad.
15 years old. 15 years old. 15.
As if him dating a 15-year-old ain't already disturbing enough, Foxy actually ended up getting pregnant at some point, and he made her get rid of it. After all that, he reportedly paid her a huge sum of money to keep this secret, and he silently blackballed her from the industry. Jay's ex-best friend, Dame Dash, was later asked during an interview with Nick Cannon to spill some tea about what really went down with Foxy and Jay, but he refused, and he said, "If we have any questions about Jay and Foxy's relationship, then we should ask Jay himself." I don't know about y'all, but the way Dame reacted to this was a little telling.
At what age was Foxy Brown signed?
No. I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
Yeah, but that's...
I didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I know
Stop
you
putting
did.
me
I'm
in
just
that.
asking a
You keep asking
question.
because I'm on the block. I'm responsible for everybody. I don't know
You
nothing
the
about
boss.
that. I wasn't. Oh, now I'm the boss.
I thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
What that? Did I sign her? It sounds like you.
All I'm saying
it sounds
is in
like
this
you got
industry,
some-
when we live
it
in these
seems
glass
like you got.
houses.
It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Don't ask me his questions, bro. I'm not taking it.
I'm not just... Okay.
Y'all can keep asking me
We're
questions.
moving on.
Y'all keep asking me questions y'all want to ask him because he ain't here. Ask him. I ain't to do with that, and I don't even know nothing about that.
But even though he was hesitant to speak about Foxy, he didn't hold back at all from spilling the tea about Jay's relationship with Aaliyah. He said that
Nah, I mean, look, I see what he doing. He keeping his motherfucking business about here. He like, hey, don't put me in that shit. I ain't got shit to do with that. But him and Aaliyah, that's something else. I ain't got shit to do with that.
Jay was inviting Aaliyah over to his parties in a desperate attempt to get her into a relationship with him, but she wasn't feeling it.
Then, you know, I guess Jay was trying to get at her as well, and I didn't know. He was sending flowers, and he was courting her.
Because the rumor originally was that you were connected to Jay.
Exactly. Jay and I were hanging out a lot. He's my homie. We have a lot of fun together, but we never dated like that.
I'm gonna leave it.
So you have a boyfriend in your life?
It's personal life.
Oh, but Dame wasn't done just yet. He also said the reason why he and Jay stopped being friends was because he realized Jay was willing to do anything for power, even if it meant sacrificing the careers of naive girls and associating with predators in the industry. I mean, Jay was one of the loudest supporters of R. Kelly, even after he was exposed for dating and marrying Aaliyah before she was 16 years old. Jay went as far as to shamelessly release a joint album with R. Kelly to make sure everybody he knew he had Kel's side. In fact, after Aaliyah's fatal plane crash, it was rumored that her death was a sacrifice that some of the elites had orchestrated. This was seemingly confirmed when it was revealed that she wasn't supposed to be on the plane at all that day, but she was given a sedative without her consent, and once she went unconscious, they put her inside. Oh, but it gets even worse, because word on the street is Beyonce is also one of Jay's victims. You see, after Jay had
See, the situation is getting deep for Jay. I told y'all, it's getting messy. It's getting fucking messy.
had successfully destroyed Foxy's career and seemingly helped in unaliving Aaliyah, he needed yet another naive underage girl to deceive. So he had his eyes set on Beyonce, who was just around 18 at the time. In a since-deleted interview he had back in 2007, he admitted to meeting Beyonce at 16, but waiting till she was 18 to make a move. The interview has pretty much been wiped off the internet because of all the backlash that it got, but this pretty much explains why Beyonce is so hooked on Jay and just couldn't bring herself to leave him even when he cheated. She barely had any real-life dating experiences with men before she met Jay, and he completely took advantage of that and made her his little side puppet.
But I'll say, man, yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them.
So basically, he grabbed Beyonce when she was 18 and molded her mind frame. That means she is stuck. She is stuck in a 14-year-old mind frame in a 30-some-year-old body. Wow.
For a long time. And you keep her that way.
Once again, this is very similar to what Diddy did with Cassie. She accused Diddy of filling her up with substances and alcohol, including ketamine and ecstasy, causing her to fall into dangerous addictions that controlled her life. Jay-Z and Diddy have a similar pattern in the way that they treat the women in their lives, and that's probably because they're in cahoots with each other. Now, y'all already know I can't speak on Jay and his victims without mentioning Kathy White, because he ended her life before she could tell her own story. Kathy was rumored to be having an affair with Jay-Z somewhere between 2009 and 2010, but she passed away shortly after threatening Jay that she was gonna go public with their relationship. There was a viral photo of Jay and Kathy partying together. Here's the photo, and if you zoom into it just a little bit, you can actually see Kathy standing right next to Jay-Z, Diddy, and Claudia Jordan. And get this, just a year after Kathy and Jay's affair, she mysteriously died, and her cause of death was reported to be a brain aneurysm. Oh, but of course, this was all BS to hide the truth. The very popular blog Hollywood Street Team took it upon themselves to investigate the situation by speaking to one of the NYPD officers who were involved in investigating this. And baby, they spilled all the tea. Hollywood Street King posted a whole article about this interaction with the NYPD, and I'm gonna read a little bit to y'all. The article read, "Yesterday, I got the news that Kathy Michelle White had suddenly passed away. So I began my investigation, and guess what? Kathy did not die from a brain aneurysm as widely reported around the internet today. According to an NYPD detective who told me, Kathy's cause of death is uncertain. And later today, we will have the autopsy and toxicology reports. Right now, the death is considered suspicious." Kathy White died exactly 1 year to the day when I broke the story of her and Jay-Z's affair. Here's exactly what NYPD told me. A 911 call came in from an apartment on 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. Ambulance came and took Kathy because she was sick. They took her to Beth Israel Hospital, and that's where she expired. It was too early to be speculating that an aneurysm killed her. They will be doing an autopsy later today to check out her cause of death, but someone might have given Kathy a bad drug. So they'll do a toxicology, and we'll have to wait 2 weeks for that report. 2 weeks prior to her death, Kathy was contacted by a major tabloid that was investigating the Jay-Z connection. She gave them little information to go on, but according to one of our sources, following her conversation with the tabloid, she called Jay and told him that she was gonna go public with their affair for a price. This all happened in the last 2 weeks. Then, little more than 48 hours after the announcement that Beyonce was pregnant with Jay's baby, this young lady suddenly dies under suspicious circumstances. As if that wasn't proof enough, Jaguar Wright also said that Kathy did not die from a brain aneurysm, and that she was actually heard screaming at the top of her lungs before they tragically ended her life.
Kathy White's life was taken.
Now, I'm questioning though, how the fuck does this chick Jaguar Wright know all this shit? She had to be there or told a lot of shit that motherfuckers, I ain't hating on her. I ain't saying she don't know most of this shit. But she happened to have her hands and knows a lot of shit about this game that motherfuckers don't know. And she basically telling it all. Just saying. That's my view. I ain't hating on her. Jaguar, yo. I ain't hating on y'all. Don't want no smoke. Do your thing. Do whatever you do. I'm just saying somebody must have told you and showed you a lot of fucking information. That's all. Do your thing. I don't want no smoke.
Unfairly. She actually died screaming. And the Carters are responsible. But one of them is just a little more responsible than the other. Question is, did Sean Carter delete his mistress, his pregnant mistress, because his wife was jealous? Or could it be possible that maybe his wife's temper is just a little worse than most people think? And maybe he just had to clean it up to protect the brand's sake.
And do y'all remember the time that Kanye was going off on Jay and begged him not to send his goons because Jay knows unalivers? Prior to Diddy being exposed, Jay did a very good job at covering all this up. But with the recent allegations against Diddy, Jay is definitely getting the side eye from people. Now, as y'all already know, all of Diddy's houses got raided a few days ago by Homeland Security, and they were seen walking out with multiple boxes of evidence. Diddy immediately started panicking and jetted off to the Caribbean islands to escape any possible arrest. However, he was recently seen in Miami walking off scot-free. And word on the street is, the reason why he came back to the States is because he cut a deal to spill all the names of everybody involved. Jay-Z is number one on that list. It's still uncertain what exactly Diddy told them about Jay, but the feds are currently looking into everything he told them so they can gather enough physical evidence before going public and arresting Jay. Child, I can't believe all of this is happening right now. Once upon a time, everybody thought Diddy, Jay, R. Kelly, Russell Simmons, and all these other very questionable industry men were untouchable. But now, they're all being dragged down, one by one. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this mess. Like this person who said, Jay-Z is going down as the rats come out. Homeland Security doing the raids just like they did with R. Kelly. He isn't eligible for parole till 79. Jay-Z deserves and is gonna get the same. Another person said, get ready people, Diddy is just the beginning. God is tired now, and Diddy is gonna start throwing many more people under the bus. Sit back and watch. Many more are coming to the end of their time. But now I wanna know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Diddy snitching on Jay-Z? And do y'all think this is the beginning of the end for Jay? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very
Now I don't hear. See, here's my thing on it now. Diddy gonna fuck around and get killed. Somebody gonna kill Diddy because Diddy's doing too much motherfucking talking. He's taking down all the big names that was in his circle. We got a whole bunch of shit on everybody. Well, not me in general, but you know what I mean. As a motherfucking Diddy, Jay-Z, R. Kelly, all that shit, that whole little clique of people, they got a whole bunch of motherfucking information that they got out here that they are handing to us and showing us what these motherfuckers do. They are showing us that these motherfuckers was bad motherfuckers from jump, but wasn't nobody even paying attention to them. That was the whole thing. That was their whole gimmick. And they pressed and used that motherfucking gimmick to the best of their ability and got everybody fucking fooled. Shit. I was even down with some of these motherfuckers and not even knowing this shit. But, hey, now that you know what you know, it is what it is. I'm telling y'all, man, these cats is out here and these motherfuckers is nothing nice. But anyways, Rude Dog, I'm up out of here. Holla at your boy. And yo, We'll get on up at you. Peace out.